Oh. Is the screen share visible? Am I audible enough? Okay. So look onto the screen. It is April 2005 question. And I've written there it is type 2. So how will you identify that it is a type 2 sum? With the help of this. Unit sold is given in the question? Yes. Okay. So that means quantities are there. Yeah, Devanshi. Units produced and units sold will be given. Either of the one, not all. Not both will be given. Either of the one will be given. Yeah. Okay. So sales 9,000 units sold is given to us. Okay. So this indicates it's type 2 sum. And see, you can identify from here as well. See, opening stock of finished goods, 600 units is given in units. Then closing stock of finished goods, see, it's given in units, 1200 units. Is it clear? Okay. So it's a type 2 sum. Now start. Let us identify the cost. Direct wages, it's the second item in direct cost. Then purchase of raw material. So add to raw material formula. Indirect material. It is an indirect cost under factory overheads. Indirect wages. It's a indirect cost under factory overheads. Yeah. Right. Next, office salaries. So it will go to admin overheads or office overheads. It's one and the same. And next is this. Now this is something new. Employer's contribution to employee state insurance. Now what is this? This is a contribution which is paid by the employer to his employees in factory outlet. Is that clear? Yeah. So people who work in factories, for them there is nothing called as provident fund. Instead of provident fund, there is a terminology known as, I write it here, this terminology, ESIC, employers state insurance contribution. Is this clear? This is as per the Factories Act 1948. You're liable to the employer is liable to give it is liable to pay it to his employee. Okay, so it is a factory cost. Okay. In exam, if they tell you, uh, then that will come to admin overheads. But if they tell you employer's contribution to state insurance, then it will be a part of factory overheads. Next, printing and stationery, admin overheads, power and fuel, factory, legal charges, admin overheads, office rent, obviously, admin overheads, opening stock of raw material, add to raw material formula, Closing stock of, opening stock of WIP, add to factory overheads, opening stock of finished goods, add to cost of production, closing stock of raw material less from raw material formula, closing stock of WIP less from factory overheads, closing stock of finished goods less from cost of production. Okay? Yeah. Then what to do with this? I'll tell you at the end. Okay, this is one of the important aspects of the question. Value finished stock at cost of production. Okay, so when the sum is done, I mean, when we are nearing to completion of the question, that time I'll tell you where this where this information will be used and how it will be used. Okay, right? So make your cost sheet. This will be your cost sheet. Cost sheet for the year ended 2004. This will be your format. Units produced, units sold, amount, two columns, inner and the outer total, and then cost per unit column. Okay, the cost per unit column. Here, fine. So, units sold is given, right? 9,000. Write it there. Units sold 9,000. Right? Units produced we have to find. I have already told you all. Out of the two, one information will be definitely there in the question, and the other information we have to calculate. Okay. And now let us relate it with our theory what we had done in the beginning. If you remember when I did cost sheet with you, I gave you a note 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 notes I gave it to you, right? So note number 1 was what? Calculation of units produced and units sold. Okay. So let us do that. Yeah. So I get over here. Big note number 1. Calculation of units produced. So the formula was units sold plus closing stock of finished goods less opening stock of finished goods is equal to units produced. Okay? And you can write this, otherwise just delete. You can directly also do it. Okay? So start. Units sold is how much? 9,000. Opening stock of finished goods 600 and closing stock of finished goods 1200. Closing stock is 1200 and opening stock is 600. Okay? So 9,000 plus 1200 minus 600. So 9,600. So write it here. 9,600. Is it clear? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Is this part clear? Okay, Devanshi, ESIC will not come in office. It is a part of factory only. Yeah, it is paid for factory employees. I said instead of ESIC, if the word is Provident Fund contribution by the employer, then that will go to office because Provident Fund is given for office employees and ESIC is paid for factory employees. That is why ESIC will go to factory overheads and Provident Fund contribution will go to admin overheads. That is what I said. Okay. Clear? Yeah. Now come to your cost sheet. No idea. 9,600 is the answer. Working note number 1. Okay. Then note down opening stock of raw material 12,000. Purchase of raw material 72,000. And closing stock of raw material 13,344. Okay. Take the inner column total and the outer column. Here. Inner column total in the outer column. Next, direct wages 60,000. Direct expenses not given, so write 0 or write nil or put a dash. Okay, but you have to show a direct expense. Yeah, you cannot omit the step. Then total the outer column. It will give me prime cost. Total this. It will give me prime cost. 1,36,56. Yeah. Next come to indirect cost. Under indirect cost, first is factory. Okay, factory mein you have 4 items, 3,600 indirect material, 5,400 indirect labor, power 5,400 again, and ESIC 600. We can use the abbreviation ESIC short form. Then total you will get gross factory overheads. Total this from here till here. 3,600 plus 5,400 plus 5,400 plus 600. So the answer is 15,000. Less sale of factory scrap not given, put a dash or write nil. Take the total in the outer column, 15,000. Okay. Then, as I keep saying, what to do next? Take the outer column total, the previous total. So, to this, I will add my prime cost. Okay. Add your prime cost. 1,30,656. So 1,45,656 is my gross factory cost. Okay. Then add opening stock of WIP less closing stock of WIP. 2,880 and 9,600 plus 2,880 minus 9,600. The answer is 1,38,936. Okay, so this is my what? Net factory cost. Okay. Is it clear till here, till net factory cost? Then I'll move ahead to admin overheads. Everyone, is it clear till here? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, fine. Okay. Thanks for acknowledgement. Next, admin overheads. Okay, so these are my admin overheads. How many items are there? 4. Office salaries 7,200. Printing and stationery 1,200. Legal expenses 864. And office rent 1,200. Okay, total it 7,200 plus 1,200 plus 864 plus 1,200. The answer is 10,464. Outer column. Inner column total in the outer column. Don't forget that. Inner column total of the outer column. Yeah. This comes with practice. Okay. Then outer column total with the previous column. Okay. Plus my gross factory cost 1,38,936. So 1,49,400 is my answer. My cost of production. Okay, my cost of production. Okay. Next, opening stock of finished goods. Opening stock of finished goods. It's given 600 units, and the rate is also given 16 rupees 25 paise per unit. So multiply. So 600 into 16.25. So the answer is 9750. So 9750. Okay. Is it clear till COP? Cost of production is clear to everyone? Opening stock of finished goods is clear? Okay, fine. Thank you, students, for acknowledging. Next, closing stock of finished goods. Now, this is the twist in the question. Okay? Yeah. Now, pay attention. Huh? Be carefully listen to whatever I'm saying and see to the calculations what I'm doing on screen and even over the calc. Okay? Pay attention. Now, closing stock of finished goods. Correct? Now, let us go back to the question. I told you, I'll be explaining this one which I have highlighted in pink. Okay, now application comes here. Value of finished stock at cost of production. Now, it means the meaning of this sentence is closing stock of finished goods to be valued at FIFO method. Okay, your note number 3. This is your note number 3, which I had done in the theory part. Okay, note number 1 was calculation of units produced and sold. Note number 2 was calculation of cost per unit column, and this was your note number 3, calculation of closing stock of finished goods. So there were two methods, FIFO and weighted average. So when in the question, when they tell you in the question, finished goods is valued at COP, then it is understood it is FIFO method. Am I clear about this? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Any doubt? Am I clear till here? Whatever I explained about closing stock of finished goods valuation. Okay. Okay. Now let us see how to calculate closing stock of finished goods by using FIFO method. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's start. Now for this, I need my CPU column. Calculate this, I need my CPU column. Okay, your note number 2. Now, if you remember the theory, even if you don't, I will refresh it for you. Yeah. What did I say? Theory part. From raw material up to cost of production. I repeat, from raw material, from direct material up to cost of production. How will I get my CPU column? Amount divided by units produced. I hope this is clear. ये याद आया? Did you guys remember this word which I had said when I was doing theory? From raw material consumed, that is direct material, up to cost of production. How will you get your cost per unit column? Amount divided by units produced. Okay. Yeah. Did you remember? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Could you relate this? We had done it in theory. Yeah. Okay, fine. Great. Okay. So now let us apply it. Let us see how to calculate it. Okay. Start. Just don't forget how much is my units produced? 9,600. So all figures will be divided with 9,600. So first start with raw material. Raw material is how much? 70,656 divided by 9,600. 7.36. Okay, so right here 7.36. Okay, next direct wages. 60,000 divided by 9,600. Amount divided with units produced. So 6.25. So right here 6.25. Direct expenses not given. Put a dash. Then you can add this 6.25 plus 7.36. 13.61. Okay. 13.61. Okay, or you can cross check, you can double check your answer. 1,36,56 divided by 9,600. See, you get the same answer. Am I clear till here? Okay, 13.61. So you can double check your answer also. Next, factory overheads. How much? 15,000. So 15,000 divided by 9,600. 1.56. Go up to 2 decimals. Okay, 1.56. Add it. 1.56 plus 13.61. So 15.17. 15.17. See, you can add this. Okay, or you can divide it also. 1,45,656. See, you can cross check. 1,45,656 divided by 9,600. See, you get the same answer, 15.17. Is it clear till here? Are you guys understanding the calculations of the cost per unit column? Because this is very important. Yeah, acknowledge it in the chat box. The cost per unit column calculations, are you understanding? Okay, great. Thanks. Okay. Then opening stock, closing stock, WIP, no need to calculate the CPU. Put a dash. Okay, even if you calculate, doesn't matter, but I will not waste time in calculating cost per units for closing stock and opening stock of finished goods. Yeah. Next, net factory cost 1,38,936 divided by 9,600. So 14.47. 14.47. Okay. Next, admin overheads 10,464 total. 10,464 divided by units produced, 9,600. 1.09. 1.09. Then you can total this, or you can divide your wish. Both the ways you'll get the right answer. Plus 14.47. 15.56. 15.56. Okay, you can cross check. See, 1,49,400 divided by 9,600. So getting the same answer, 15.56. Okay, okay, fine. So this is done. Yeah. Opening stock, closing stock, CPU, no need to calculate. Okay? Yeah. Now let us see how to calculate closing stock of finished goods by FIFO. Okay? So FIFO means this. This is called as FIFO. I'll write it down for your reference. Okay? Guys, this is FIFO. Or you also call it cost of production per unit. Okay, so in if exam they tell you calculate closing stock of finished goods at the rate cost of production, so you understand it is FIFO method. Like here. See, what is it given? Value finished goods at COP. COP means FIFO method. Here, okay, so let us calculate closing stock of finished goods. So what is the calculation? How many units are there? Closing stock of finished goods? 1200 units are there. Okay. So 1200 multiplied with this rate 15.56 FIFO. 15.56 multiply 1200 multiplied with 15.56 18,672. So write it here 18,672. Okay, so do the calculation. 1,49,400 plus 9,750 minus 18,672. 1,40,478. 1,40,478. What is this called? This is called as cost of goods sold. COGS short form. This is short form, cost of production. COP. Okay, so is it clear till here? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Everyone, is it clear how to calculate closing stock of finished goods? Yeah, acknowledge it in the chat box. Yeah, Devanshi, 1200 finished goods is given in the question. The last line of the question. Closing stock of finished goods, 1200 units. Okay? So 1200 quantity multiplied with rate. Rate is how much? 15 rupees 56 paisa. FIFO rate. Okay? Now start. This is done. And now the last part, selling and distribution overheads. Third one, selling and distribution overheads. Let us see. Okay. There are no items under selling and distribution overheads in this sum. Great. So it will go empty. There are no items, so it nil. Right? It happens sometimes. Yeah. So next, what will I get? Cost of sales. Same answer. 1,40,478. The last, add profit, and you will get your sales. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Clear? Next, see how much is sales. 1,80,000. So right here, write sales here in the amount column. 1,80,000. It is given in the question. Amount is given. Okay. Right? So we know selling price minus cost price is what? Profit. So now we will get profit. 1,80,000. This is my cost price. 1,40,478 minus 1,80,000. So my profit is 39,522. 39,522. Okay. Cost minus selling price, or selling price minus cost price. Yeah. And now note number 2, continuation. From COGS up to sales. How will you get CPU column? Amount divided with units sold. Clear? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Is it clear? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Is it clear? Okay, fine. Great. So this was application of note number 2, right? So till COP you understood, you have to divide with units produced. And from COGS up to sales, you have to divide with units sold. Okay, now start. Let us calculate. Everyone here, just give your attendance also there at the same time. Yeah, give your attendance in the chat box and simultaneously look on the screen as well. Okay, so now my COGS is 1,40,478 divided by my unit sold is 9,000. So 1.60888. So round it off, so it will become 61. Okay, go up to 3 decimals and round off the second decimal. Okay, so 15.608 will become 15.61. 15.61. Okay. Selling and distribution is not there, so put a dash. So same answer I'll get here. So write it here. 15.61. Then profit 39 lakh 520, sorry, 39,522 divided by 9,000 units sold. 4.391, 4.39. And last, units sold. 1,80,000 divided by 9,000 units sold. So the answer is 20 rupees. Yeah. Okay. The profit part is also clear. How do you get that? Sales was given to us 1,80,000. Cost of sales means my total sales. Sorry, total cost. Cost of sales is my total cost. This part. This is total cost. Okay. Yeah. So, what was the objective of cost accounting? Anyone can tell me the objectives of cost accounting, because I will relate it here in this sum. What is the objective of cost accounting? Why do we learn this why do we learn this subject? What is the objective behind doing cost accounting as a subject? I had discussed one equation with you, and then I had said these are the objectives of cost accounting. Yeah, very good, Pranav. Determining cost price and profit. Yes, yes. One more is there, students. One more is there. Yeah, yeah. Genial. Yeah, calculating sales. Yeah, very good. So, what was the equation that we had learned? It was cost plus profit is equal to sales, right? Right? A basic equation, you have done it in your school days. And I said this equation is the crux. It is the ABCD of cost accounting as a subject, correct? And every chapter which you study under cost accounting will justify this formula also. C plus P equal to S. So cost sheet is one of the chapters of cost accounting. So it will also justify the same. Okay? How? See. Look here on the screen. Huh? Total cost means cost price plus profit equal to sales. Is it clear? Are you understanding whatever I'm saying? Can you relate the objective in the chapter now? Okay, acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, clear everyone? See, this is your cost price 15 rupees 61 paisa. This is your profit 4 rupees 39 paisa, and this is your selling price 20 rupees. Okay, so this is cost sheet. Okay, next lecture we'll take a different question. Okay.